pass by the needy. I wonder where that I go lead up. It's a reference price we giving always. Guide us through the nights and the days. You don't give up no matter how the things set. Remember, say we just go into a phase. Alright, over and over and over again. Some people have more to say than the books them. Same so them stay from way back when. No matter them, peace. It's alright. Yeah. It's alright. Remember me tell ya. It's alright. Hold, why are you? Don't you let me fall apart. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Don't you let me fall apart. It's alright.
The faces of the brands you know and don't know. The masterminds behind the businesses you support. The creators of products that you love. Tune in and be inspired. Behind the Business. Tuesdays at 1 p.m. only on The Wave, 94.5 and 93.7 FM. Brought to you by Quartz Ready Cash.
Get cash now. Quartz Ready Cash has the fastest loan approvals. We can get you money in hand in as little as 24 hours. Start fresh with a Quartz Ready Cash hassle-free loan today. Our application process is easy and no deposit is required. All you need is one government ID, your job letter, a recent salary slip, a utility bill. Visit any of our Quartz branches or apply online at www.readyfinancecaribbean.com/St.Lucia and ask about our credit protection insurance or CPI. Contact us today to start fresh with the cash you need. Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Terms and conditions apply.
Thanks for listening to The Wave.
The Wave.
And you know we're always excited on a Tuesday because it's time for Behind the Business, brought to you compliments Quartz Ready Cash. And you know with Quartz Ready Cash, you could get the money you need now. Same day approval. It is fast and hassle free. You could get up to $20,000 and no deposit is required. So if you have that dream business you want to get off the ground, or you already have that business and you need a little more cash in there, Quartz Ready Cash is here for you. And remember, with Quartz Ready Cash, they offer credit protection insurance on all loans, which means if you've been made redundant or you lose your job, they have you covered for 1 year of payments. Ask about it today. Quartz Ready Cash. Log online to apply as well. www.readyfinancecaribbean.com. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are. We have two boss ladies in the house today, and we're so excited to be chit-chatting with them. I think the response on social media was overwhelming. Yes, so we're happy to be chatting with them today. So we're joined by Tamika Bellany, better known as Dolly, and we have Tasha St. Remy as well with us. Hi, ladies. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
How you doing?
Fine.
All
Wonderful.
right. So you made time in your hectic day, as always, for us. So we appreciate that very, very much. All right. So you guys are co-owners of Luxury Trays 758. Dolly as well. You own the Dollhouse,
Yes.
BBC, and other businesses as well. So we'll get into that because you two have been thriving, especially during these hard times. It's nice to see that young entrepreneurs are still making things happen. So again, thank you for joining us. So let's start off with introduce yourself. So who will we start? Let's start with Tamika first. Tamika, introduce yourself for us.
Hey guys, thank you for having me. First of all, I love your voice.
Thank you.
Yes, you just said that.
Thank you.
My name is Tamika, better known as Dolly. I'm 29 years old. I'm the owner of the Dollhouse, co-owner of the Future Star Barbershop, and co-owner of the Luxury Tree 758.
All right, and our second guest today
is Tasha, also known as Tapus on Instagram. I am also co-owner of Luxury Trees and other new business ventures, but we will talk about that later down the line.
She's coordinating later down the line. All right.
Because we have so much in store and we don't want to give them everything.
You have to keep some stuff in the bag.
Yes. So we have some more tricks up our sleeves. So just stay tuned for that.
All right. Oh, well, let's start off with Tamika with the Dollhouse. Just give us a little rundown on this business, because it's been around for quite some time, and I see the brand has been growing nicely year after year. I'm seeing things happening. So tell us about your business.
Dollhouse all started with basically my husband's idea. He said, you know what, I think you have the potential to make it in life the way you always on social media. You're a social media freak. You always 24/7 on social media. Why don't you sell products on social media? So I'm like, you really think that's gonna work? And then he said yes. So he started off with just hair peels I was using at the time that grows my hair. And then I had a lot of clients, a lot of customers just buying hair peels. And then I started doing my makeup, and then people started saying, okay, I really love how you do your makeup. Where do you get this? Where do you get that? And I started to sell makeup products and started to do makeup, and then started to do nails, and I just went from there. Then we started to do pedicures. We started to sell phone cases, sell passion twists, as you can see on the flyer.
Yeah, it's a popular.
And it just really just took off from there. So I love hustling, and the hustle actually turned into a business, because somebody said to me this week, sometimes it's time to stop calling it a hustle and start calling it a business. And I respected them so much for that, because not everything is a hustle. Sometimes you have to respect what you do and actually know that what you're doing is actually a business, and not just just for fun, just to make money. It's not just to make money, but to grow in that business itself and actually expand later on in life.
Yeah, I think that's a very important note for anybody because we all have our little side hustles. But when you use that term, I feel like sometimes we tend to restrict ourselves because you consider it a hustle. You may not give it your all, but when you say this is your business,
yes,
this is you really go 100%. So you said you started off with you were doing makeup. Your makeup is always flawless. Are you self-taught?
I'm self-taught. But it's not just it's not one thing I like to give my whole to. I like to just free myself, in different areas. Like, for instance, I do teaching as well. I teach nails, I teach pedicures, I teach makeup. So I'm also a trainer, and I want to expand on that to actually be 100% certified trainer, not only in St. Lucia but worldwide. So I'm working on that as well. Right. So it's not just about me just doing makeup. I do nails, I do locks, I do pedicures.
Now, did you teach yourself to do all of that? Because I see your
I did go to school for nails.
Okay.
I did go to school for nails. I'm self-taught in makeup. I'm self-taught. I'm not self-taught in locks. Somebody taught me the locks. Somebody taught me the pedicures. But I am self-taught in makeup, just watching YouTube videos. Wow. And I'm a fast learner, so I learn really, really quickly. Okay. Now, the decision that you made to actually have a storefront, to open a business, because you did say you had the encouragement from your husband to sell items. A lot of people tend to do that and just stick to having an Instagram store, quote unquote, because then you have to worry about bills and rent and what if things don't sell. So what gave you that motivation to actually move from just selling online and getting orders there to actually opening a storefront? Again, my husband Stephen is a big part in my life, and he said, you know what, Dolly, I want to have my own storefront. And I was the one, to be honest, discouraging him and like, babe, this is something that we have to start paying bills. It's a lot of it's a big responsibility, and I tell him I don't want to do it because I see my mom stress over bills, stress over things in life, and I don't want to be the one to do the same. To me, I'm somebody, I'm comfortable in a small space. And then he said, no, you cannot think like that, let's go for it. And then I actually followed him, and things are working out okay, especially in the COVID
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask next, because with the items that you sell and the services that you cater to, when COVID hit, I'm sure a lot of that was affected. A lot of people didn't really need to do their makeup as often as before. Well, now things are picking up. People beating their face just to go to the supermarket just cause. But how was your business affected by COVID?
To be honest, thank God it wasn't, because the business I'm in, women always want to do their hair.
And always want to look
good. My number one seller is Passion Twist, Spring Twist. And let me tell you, St.Lucian girls always want to look good, so they always purchase the Spring Twist, always purchase the Passion Twist, the straight braids and everything. So even if I wasn't doing nails and makeup and locks and the other services I do, people always want to buy the braids.
Right.
So my business never really stopped in a way. Thank God for that, and thank you so much for my supporters and my clients and my customers who keep coming to purchase from the dollhouse.
Nice. Well, Tamika, let's bring in Tasha here, TNT in the house. So let's bring in TNT. Let's bring in Tasha here. Tasha, you started off in a completely different type of industry, and you've transitioned into beauty and luxury, you would say, lifestyle. Tell us about that journey for you.
Well, when I left school, I went straight into, I should say, tourism. And I worked at a hotel for 10 years, and it helped me, it groomed me into what I am right now. And I am proud to say that I love that journey, that part of me, because it helped me so much in my business now. What I've learned in my previous job, it helped me with the business now. And we tend to take things for granted, like having to work. And I didn't have a job last year because of COVID. And thankfully, a good friend of mine said, hey, you were in tourism, here is a nice idea. She brought it to me, and then I was not selfish enough and just take it and run with it. I said, come on board. And we worked as a team, a power team, and it made us successful with that business. And I don't want to discourage anyone. Don't say because of COVID, people will not be able to buy this. We got a lot of backlash telling us, don't do it now, do it that time. And we still went on, and then thankfully God made a way with this business. Through COVID, people still traveled, and they did utilize our business.
All right.
And we are grateful for that.
Now, how did the two of you meet? Is this a new friendship, a new partnership, or y'all go way back?
Way back.
A good 5 to 6 years now. Yes.
But more than that, because I knew you from school.
Right,
but
okay.
close as 5
We started getting close like 5-6 years. But I always walked in her mom's store, and I used to see her. I say, who's that Dolly? and it was actually her nickname.
Okay.
And she had a modeling thing going on at the time. And I was like, you go, girl. She always portrayed that boss move type of person. Always said hi to me, always exchange words. When we go out, she see me dancing. She said, one thing I like to dance. She always like troubling me for that one.
And your energy just meshed well.
It just meshed right away. And we kept in touch, and we got closer over the years. And only last year, we started doing a business together.
All right. Now, Tasha, you made a point there, and I'm so happy you said it, because I feel like sometimes it's a fallback mechanism for a lot of people. COVID, so I can't do it. COVID, it's not going to sell, and people tend to use it as an excuse not to really go hard because of fear, or just the fact that you may not boom the way you expect to boom right away, and that could be a little discouraging for people. But you are the exact opposite. You were like, COVID or no COVID, I'm going to do this business.
Very true, because even if because of COVID you could have stayed home and master your craft, and then later down the line, that investment you've made, that will return to you.
Sure.
We stayed silently and we planned. And right now it is making something for us.
Right.
So never hinder yourself and stay away from negative comments. Like, don't do that, you'll not be able to do that. Don't tell yourself it is hard, but always listen to affirmations, read on it. Your support group, the energy that you keep around you also plays a key part in going further with what you want to do in life.
Nice. Well said.
All right. So I like to say a good thank you to my friend, because she was one of those who really encouraged me and pushed me into having something for myself. And it is when you start a journey like that, when you see all your hard work, you become proud. You portray that in your work. You become passionate. And I want to encourage young people, anybody, to do stuff for yourself.
Yeah, I like that. Now, tell us, how did you guys come up with that idea of luxury trees? Before we get into the idea, explain to those who don't know, if you've been seeing social media, then you would see those beautiful trees on the water and you're like, oh,
yes.
I want that. Yeah, you portray that luxury image. How did that idea pop up? and break down for us what is Luxury Trade 758.
Steven, again, my husband.
Let me tell you, husband to the world.
Again, I wanted to surprise you with a nice gift for our anniversary. And I asked Tasha, I said, Tasha, these big trays they have everywhere in Bali. If they have that in St.Lucia, can I get one? Because I want to be romantic and spontaneous on the water. And she said, no, in St.Lucia I have that. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to order my own tray then. But I said, girl, that's a good business for you, because nobody not doing that. You're already in the industry. You already know what it is, because you have, the education, the information with your clients, your guests and whatever. You can do that. And then she said, you know what? Well, come on board. And we just went right with it. I was the first client to have it at the Crystal's Hotel, and people were just like, wow, that's such a good idea, that's such a really good idea. And people started ordering and renting out the trays. We rented for 24 hours and people love the idea. I love it. I want to have breakfast on the water every day, and my husband definitely enjoyed it. So yes, he's the next reason why business is happening.
Yeah, nice. But I mean, it's still a big move, because you may like it, but you don't know if it would pick up, if there's a lifestyle for it here. So what was it like? Because I'm sure it's an investment. You have to order these trays in terms of duties and all that. It's a little bit frightening to take that a lot, a big step. How are you guys able to overcome, these little what ifs?
To be honest, we started off with one tray. One tray for a few months. And a client wanted 3. An international client wanted 3. And we walked by faith, not by sight. And we were like, what were we gonna do? We did. The booking was coming up. It was like a few weeks. It wasn't even 3 weeks. The client was coming and we had no trays. And we knew that if we ordered that tray, it will not get here in time. We didn't want to lose that client, nor that client's money. So this young lady, whilst I was in another country, she started sourcing people, and she was able to get
pregnant. Yeah, I was pregnant.
Mind you, she was big belly.
Right.
She was able to get someone to do the tray in square in acrylic, and it floats on water. We had to test that in a pool, put a lot of equipment on it so that it does not sink. And then we're like, boom, we got our 3 trays. And we showed it to the client. We told her it's not like the basket. It's transparent and it floats on water. And she loved it. And we were like, thank God.
Let me just ask you. So the first tray you had, it wasn't the transparent. It was the basket one. It
was a round basket.
And I must say, I find the transparent one is even nicer because you don't see it when it's on the water. So it's literally like the food floating. You see how God works.
Yes.
Yeah. So from there, how did you take your business further? Did you continue bringing in trays, or now you're looking at maybe customizing the acrylic trays, right? Acrylic trays and all that.
I think the best thing for us right now is to continue the baskets, because to be honest, not everybody will take care of the trays. We will take care of the trays. It's easily broken. So I think the basket is it's
an easier option.
It's a better option. It will last much longer. Even if it falls on the ground, it will, it's not going to be broken or anything. So I think that's a better option. Plus, you can get different shapes and in it. And I mean, we love the acrylic trays as well, but that's a better option.
Right.
The baskets.
Now, what is the business mechanics? Does somebody just call and place the order the day before, or how does it work? If I want a tray for tomorrow for my birthday, what do I do?
If there is a tray available, because right now we are at high demand with those baskets, thank God.
Yeah.
And we advise people to, if you plan in your birthday, because mostly around birthdays or anniversaries, people rent out the trees, and the birthday is every day.
Yeah.
So we advise people to book way in advance. A deposit is required to secure your date. Most people want exotic fruits, a cracker and cheese platter, and thankfully we're not a selfish set of people. We outsource, so we know we're not cooks. So we reached out to a few chefs, creative people that came on board with us. Our friends have been supportive, and our family, they help us along the way. So big up to Chef Leah, is it? Chef G, Mercedes, we have Denise, and we have Donna. She also has a luxury picnic in St. Lucia.
DPT.
Yes.
So these people, it's always good to work with people, because teamwork, there is no I. Teamwork brings out the best in your business.
Yes.
So
and Donna D, she's really good at the decorating. So we brought her on board to do the fruits, and because the international people, that's what they're into. They're into the local fruits. They're into the pitos, the beach.
Hi, Stacey.
I mean, guys, think about it. For our listeners, think about it. Imagine you walking out of your villa room and you're just seeing a nice basket
floating on water with food,
your drinks, or your lobster in the afternoon or dinner. It can be whatever, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, just floating on water. Like who eats at the table anymore? Like,
I like that slogan. I like that slogan. But it's really nice, and the photo shoots that you have on your social media too is intriguing, because you could have the family in the water as well. The kids never like to get out of the water. Leave them
that
there.
Was a little trick
to keep them active. So really nice concept here, and I like the fact that you're collaborating as well with other businesses, because it helps you. You're not just giving the tray, but you could give everything else along with it. There are a lot of people who don't necessarily like to collaborate because of fear of promoting somebody more than
everybody.
Right. But you two seem to be so cool with collaboration, especially females. It happens. Sorry to say, but you're like, I don't want her to shine more than me, that kind of way. But you two always seem to be supporting.
But let me tell you the secret in that, right? If I collaborating with Tasha, I'm getting some of Tasha's followers. Tasha is getting some of my followers.
We shine together.
So people that did not know me now know me. People that, you understand? So it's always good to share. Like I said on my stories this morning, teamwork is the best work. You cannot get stuff done just you. You cannot keep everything to yourself. You have to share. You have to give out ideas. You cannot do everything by yourself. You have to share. You have to, spread out your wings. Teach people, train people to do things.
One thing I learned in my previous job, when one shines, we all shine. So the teamwork, it does work out.
Right.
And shout out to Windjammerland in front desk. They instill that in me. All of us work together, and then we start to all vibe together. We shine bright together. So I believe in not keeping everything to ourselves and to share the work.
Right.
So we know COVID times, we do not want to be the only ones making money. We know things are hard, people are out of jobs, so we brought other people on board.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we made it
what I like from your story, from your individual stories, like Tasha, you're so passionate about getting that message out there that what you experienced, your previous jobs really molded you to understand the business now and to navigate and to be able to thrive from what you learned.
Yes.
A lot of people are not happy in their jobs because it's not what they want to do. Sure. That's not what I want to do. But you have to learn from where you are in order to grow, and you're an example of that.
Yes, it actually molds you to whatever you want to become later on in life. And I think people lose that value. I learned customer service in my previous job, and it plays a key part in what we're doing right now. Because who wants to go to a business when they have bad customer service?
It's true.
You understand?
And not only that, I think that's the whole reason why I went to Tasha and I said, Tasha, like, this job is for you, because I know internationals will come and render trays. You understand? And St. Lucia is on top of the list of countries to visit, islands to visit, and she will be good for the job. And she has her strength in the business, which is with customers and the tourists, and I have mine, which is a catch for pictures and, you know, promoting it on social media, because you know I love my social media. So it's a good mixture of the business for us. You understand?
And I realized too, Tamika, your strength and your story is also very encouraging, because you're the type of person that, like, persons looking at your social, you always supporting somebody on social media, always promoting a business, and always pulling up people, and that is a beautiful quality to have.
Thank you so much.
So keep it up. I'm sure people look at the two of you and think y'all stush, y'all, you know, their face always beats, they're full of themselves.
Definitely not.
But your hearts are gold. Yes, definitely. And we like that, the fact that you continue to support other businesses as well. So guys, how could somebody book their trays? We didn't give out the contact information before we wrap up this afternoon. How can somebody book their luxury tray from you?
I'll leave that for Tasha to do.
All right, sales lady.
Okay, guys. So you could you could actually go over to the Luxury Trays 758 page on.
Let me tag it.
Instagram.
Let me tag
our contact number is there. Our email address is there. We are on TikTok with the same name. You know us on social media, Dolly and Stapus. Send a DM, send a text, and you book your tray. You make a deposit. Tell us the date you want it for. You can let us know exactly what you want on your tray. And there is no word as we cannot do it for you.
Right.
Okay, we will make it happen for you.
Nice.
All right. So
wonderful.
That's all from me.
All right. Now, guys, before we wrap up, we just want to share some words of encouragement. I mean, you've been doing it throughout the program, but there are a lot of people who do already have businesses, and they're no longer motivated. You know, you're in it. You've gone through the stress, and sometimes it's like, maybe I should just leave this alone and get an actual 9 to 5, and I don't have to worry about too much on my own. There are other people who have that dream business in their head, and you know, when you have an idea and it keeps gnawing at you, and you don't know whether to take that step or not. And I'm sure both of you have been in that situation already, but you've been able to conquer that fear. What words of advice do you each have for our listeners today who feel a little stuck and want to be something in life, want to create their own something as well in life? What words of encouragement would you have?
Why is Sasha looking at me?
You first, Tamika.
First of all, like I always say, you have to have confidence in yourself. Once you have that, I can do it, you got it already in your palm of your hands. You're confident, and you must keep practicing. You must keep trying. You cannot listen to the laughter of others or criticism of others and think, okay, I'm just gonna stop now because people laughing at me. You're gonna cry, you're gonna have sweat, tears, everything, but you need to keep on going and keep on pushing and trying new things. Don't matter if somebody say, oh, why she's doing all that, she's doing so much, she's doing too much. What is too much? The question is, are we doing enough,
Amen.
And if you're not doing enough, then what are you really doing?
Right.
Are you doing
so
enough?
You have to do a lot. Do everything that you can in this world. We have one life. We don't have
Thank
two.
you, baby.
Imagine if we had 2 lives. We don't. We have one life to do everything that we want to do on this one life. So why make another individual that is flesh, just like us, judge us for doing something actually productive? That doesn't make no sense. So you have to do something productive in your one life. Go for it. And if you're really good at it, continue. Keep practicing and practicing and practicing until you're actually good at it.
All right. That was well said. Tasha, give us your goal.
On my end, I would say, think of why you started. What was the reason why you wanted to pursue being a business person? Think of the bills you have to pay.
Yes.
Think of the family you have to feed. Think of the money you are making. That is the end goal for me. Have a poster up and put up all the dreams you want to accomplish. Do not listen to negative comments. If they're coming, flush them out. like the politician would say, flush them out. We don't have time for negative vibes. We don't have time for bad vibes. We're only sharing.
No low vibration.
No,
Right.
yes, like what Donna would say, no low vibrations. Keep your circle tight with positive people only, people that will push you. And again, be passionate about it. Keep your hustle cap on. If you have to wake up, if an idea comes to you in your dream, don't rely on your brain in the morning to write it down. Get up from that dream, take a book and write down in that book what you dreamt of. Put everything that you think of into action. That's from me.
I love that. You guys are on 100 every time. And it's great. That energy is...
Tasha and I only speak about business.
Only speak about business. We don't have time. We always want to make money.
Only talk about business. We only talk about business. From the time we open that business, a little jokey there, but we only talk about business. How we going to expand? How we going to do this?
Right.
What client book today? What? We on the move. We on the move. And that's all I want for my friends. My circle of friends are business people. My circle of friends are not gossipers. They're not... I mean, we party and stuff, we have fun, but most of my friends are people in the business
and have that same drive,
that has the same drive, the same hustle, and trying to turn a hustle into a business. That is my circle.
Nice, and that's how you keep moving forward.
Definitely.
So, what's next for the two of you? You guys need to come up with a business name for the two. TNT Holdings. TNT Holdings.
Luxury teas.
Luxury. There we go.
Luxury teas.
Luxury teas.
Yes.
So what's next for the two of you? Without giving away too much, can we expect more from the brand?
Oh yes.
You have to go register that business today at Luxury Teas.
Yes.
Luxury
yes.
teas. Wow.
We have some more shapes coming on the way. So if you have a little anniversary, Valentine's Day, you want to make that significant other feel really special, look out for Luxury Trees. We have so much more coming. We don't want to give out too much.
Yes.
But just look out.
All right.
Each of us have other business ventures that we're trying to go in that direction. I know all of you saying how we juggling all of that.
I was just about to ask, how are you able to balance? And we know Dolly just had a baby.
How to juggle, because I've been doing a lot today. So you can check out my stories, because I have 2 kids and I juggle that just fine, like a pro.
You make it work.
Yes. So all I can tell you, those billionaires that is up there, they had sleepless nights. So do not worry about how you're going to do something. Think of ways of how you're going to do it. That's my advice to anybody. It has been challenging. I'm not going to say it's not. It has been. But the challenges that we've had is what that's make us into what we are right now. So I don't know how we juggle it. It just once you have a passion, it comes naturally.
No, we know how to juggle it because there is help, and I believe in help.
That is true.
You
Teamwork.
cannot do everything on your own. So there's where she cannot do it. She has other things doing. I take
she
it
pick
from
up
there.
the slack.
Some days I have my baby rolling and whatever, she pick up the slack, and we just work it out. We work it out.
Love that. You too. I'm sure our listeners were quite intrigued with your story and your energy as well. We love it. Keep it up, and we wish you guys all the very best in the future with your endeavors. Luxury Trade 758 and everything else coming up along the way. We wish you all the best with that. Thank you so much for being part of our program, fitting us into your day, and as well sharing so much great words of advice to our listeners. We appreciate it.
And I can talk to you all day because your voice is just
I know, so smooth. I like it.
Yes.
Merci.
Love it.
All right, guys, Behind the Business, join us next week Tuesday, same time, 1 o'clock here on The Wave, brought to you compliments Courts Ready Cash. Remember, if you need the money and you need it now, you can head over to Courts Ready Cash. Bad guy who?
Bad guy boss, shout out.
All
Follow
those
the
on
page.
social media. We thank you for joining us as well. You could visit any Courts branch and get your cash now, or you can log online www.readyfinancecaribbean.com. Get the cash you need now with Courts Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Entrepreneurship can be lonely, and starting a business is tough, not just on the practical grind, but also financially and mentally. An entrepreneur should hold on to the vision of their business persistently, especially during this tough economic time. The Wave continues to support the hard work and dedication of local entrepreneurs. Let's shine the spotlight on them. Tune in for Behind the Business, a one-on-one discussion with successful and emerging entrepreneurs on island. Tune in and be inspired. Behind the Business, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Brought to you by Courts Ready Cash, only on The Wave, 94.5 and 93.7 FM.
Get cash now. Quartz Ready Cash has the fastest loan approvals. We can get you money in hand in as little as 24 hours. Start fresh with a Quartz Ready Cash hassle-free loan today. Our application process is easy and no deposit is required. All you need is one government ID, your job letter, a recent salary slip, a utility bill. Visit any of our Quartz branches or apply online at www.readyfinancecaribbean.com/St. Lucia and ask about our credit protection insurance or CPI. Contact us today to